Hey fellow skeptics, Lester the Skeptic Tank here. I just went through an interesting ordeal. I finally tried to install my purchase of Madden 24. And that required my getting back into my Windows environment. I had to at some point, but right off the bat, I was reminded of why I try to stay out of that environment for as long as I can help it. Windows updates and more Windows updates, and what gets me more is in the middle of updating Windows, you gotta reboot that machine like twice. Oh. And yes, I've listened to folks like Nick from Echo Base Network. He's in search of a PC. I don't know how he's doing with that. Looks like he's found something, but still waiting to pull the trigger. He did mention, though, something that kept me thinking. He refuses to go to Windows 11. Yeah, I've gone to Windows 11, I think, last year, if not the year before last year, or whenever it became available to be tested upon, which I took the early dive. There are times when I'm an early adopter, times when I'm not. And all the other thing too, confirming there's no real way to turn off automatic updates, at least from what I can find within the menu flow. It only allows you to pause updates for up to 5 weeks. I guess that's better than nothing. But the most annoying thing of all is its detection of storage devices that are not recognized by Windows. It's as if the entire device was uninitialized or not initiated. So, what the heck? Go ahead and initiate it. Next thing I knew, the solid state I had used a portion of for my Linux gaming partition, which was set to X4. Now that's gone. Well, thankfully, it's just games. And that was like a stark reminder that I have to let Windows take care of it because it's not the intelligent operating system that Linux is. I can't speak for Mac because I have no use to put additional drives on my MacBook. My use on my MacBook is very specific. For now, it's for work. And I have other ways that I can make use of non-Linux friendly sites, apps. So we'll see. So the biggest thing that irritates me, so hopefully, I think the Steam requirements in order to get a refund, you don't play the game for more than 2 hours, or if you don't play 2 hours of the game. I only played it, according to my stat, was like 8 minutes. Maybe 10 since I tried to load the game. But the thing that irritated me from the get-go is an error message saying I don't have secure boot enabled. Since when does a game require my having secure boot enabled? No game should have that business. That makes me really wonder, like, what's on this game, or what can be on this game that would require my secure boot to be enabled. Enabling secure boot, I know what that's for. At the same time, I keep that because I can allow Windows to coexist with my Linux partition. That's why I distinctly turn it off. But on principle alone, why would a game need to know whether my secure boot is enabled or not? Why would it need to be required in the first place? That's the second thing. And apparently, there's this error that's been reported across the interwebs about something going on with my graphics device. I did what they suggested. Updated my Windows updates because that's what I did after not being in my Windows environment for the last almost month. I don't remember. I've held off going back to my Windows environment for as long as I have because it's Windows. Windows, since Windows Vista, I try to give Windows a shake. I use Windows because of what I do for my work. I have to live with it. If I have my druthers, and that really makes me want to rethink my partition setup. And that's a long project, even after I've done this other physical project where I've changed my workspaces and rearranged that, making my MacBook. I'm even thinking about rearranging things between my MacBook and my work PC that I also have. I mean, everything's got a place. So anyway, after like 2 times with that, I'm hoping Steam will refund my account. Like, I should be able to be refunded because I only purchased this maybe a couple weeks ago, if not a week ago. A little less than 2 weeks. Okay. But the other thing is there's no physical copy of the game. If it might do that on principle where I might just, like I even added in my Steam report, I might just be better off looking for an old school Xbox, original Xbox, not Xbox 360, not Xbox One, and I do have a copy of NFL 2K5, I think, still in my closet. If not, I can always find one. I can always look for one and play that. I don't know. Or, as I'm checking right now, it looks like my Madden 23 is going to be finished sooner than later. Maybe I can hop onto that and just kind of feel vindicated if it works like it should. That will probably be the last title until I really hear that it's worth it. I don't think I'm going to pay for the uppity editions either. I just need the game. I just need a certain mode franchise. And at the same time, I'm okay with if I don't get another roster update. I don't mind. At some point, I gotta stop worrying about matching the game to real life. I still haven't got. I'm trying to think if I did get the NBA 2K23. Let's see. No, I got NBA 2K22. 2K22. I was doing alright playing NBA 2K16, 14. Like, I was just telling dudes on the stream I was available for in the afternoon. I don't need to have the latest and greatest. Well, if oldversion.com taught me anything, newer isn't always better. And as I think about what made Madden fun for me was the cheesy Maddenisms, the phrases you would say after events in the game. Oh, he'll feel that one tomorrow. Oh, that came in like a freight train, and other sayings like that. I'm pretty sure if you were looking all over YouTube, hopefully they'll have a playlist of Maddenisms. Because yes, there was a slight bit of realism, but we understood that this is child's play. It's a video game, and at the same time, you had that little fun factor that I just wish that when he was still around and as he was getting more into what he normally would do on Sundays, that they would maintain that use of the Maddenisms. You know, so that would make the game a little more flavorful. So it's not just, you're not just trying to mimic reality, but you're trying to inject some fun with it. It's like why people like to play NFL Blitz from back in the day. Yeah, you got a little bit of realism here, maybe not a great deal, but it was enough. And it was just funny because there were no rules. And it was an interesting layout of a game. But I just think on principle, if a game is asking you to enable secure boot, you kind of have to really wonder why. There's a time and place for enabling secure boot, particularly if you are solely using Windows. But, and if, I don't know, I just find it odd. And two, if you're going to pay as much as people pay for games, might as well give us the opportunity to own a physical copy. So I'm almost at a point where I like Steam. It has its place. But if I had my druthers, I would, because I have installers available thanks to the site I've been showing you guys in all my other videos, GOG.com. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna do this quick test because it looks like I have an opportunity to be quickly vindicated. Maybe not. I hope this is not a new requirement. So here comes Madden 23. Okay. And then the other thing I noticed was the use of something called EA anti-cheat. I guess Punk Buster is no longer a thing. Oh well. It's almost as though I'm going to have to find a way to archive Madden 23. Because you never know. It may be gone from my Steam library. May not. Oh, what's this? No warning about that. Okay. About secure boot.
It's in the game.
Alright, well, fellow skeptics, for now I was proven right. I think I'm not going to purchase Madden 24 for the reasons. Hopefully my refund comes through, and until the next video,
That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good.
take it easy, peace out, catch you all later.